Nolan Wells' case seems to be bringing the heat because now all of a sudden the district attorney wants to shift the narrative off of the Horn Island and the Ceto call onto Nolan Wells' parents and this cell phone. Imagine that. But just before we get into that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you're alerted the next time I upload a new video. Now let's talk about it. Something's changed in Nolan Wells' investigation because now all of a sudden the district attorney is trying to shift the narrative. Instead of focusing on Horn Island and what happened to Nolan Wells and the Ceto call, she's trying to shift the narrative and state that Nolan Wells' parents are refusing to hand over Nolan's cell phone, when clearly they made an agreement on July 15th that they would get together and bring their attorneys and their forensic people along with the DA's forensic people, and they would do a joint investigation on the phone. But let me tell you guys something. Pay attention. That phone is the smoking gun. That's just my theory. But that something clicked with the DA in this investigation. Once Nancy Grace brought on those professionals that handled that type of analysis, the DA changed her tune. That phone is the smoking gun. See, those boys and their family thought that as long as they deleted everything off of that phone, nothing could be found. Little did they know that when you extract that information from that phone, everything on that phone or happened on that phone from years ago could possibly pop up. And once Nancy Grace had confirmed that on her show with the experts, the narrative shifted. It shifted from Brandon Tatum saying it to now the DA. And all of a sudden, Nolan's parents was out of town. They sent them a letter demanding them to turn over the phone within 48 hours when they already had an agreement. That phone is the smoking gun. And here's the proof that they made an agreement on July 15th. Take a look at this clip.
The cell phone with our experts and their experts. Attorney Eric Hertz is helping lead the investigation team with former law enforcement experts who are going to help us with the cell phone download. So everybody will be able to see at the same time what the cell phone has. We also talked about trying to make sure we dot every I and cross every T.
I'm not sure how slow Mississippi's or that part of Mississippi's policing, district attorney's office, investigators are, and they didn't think that that information could be extracted from that phone. But once Nancy Grace brought that panel of experts on her show and they explained everything that could be pulled off of that phone, you heard Brandon Tatum shift the narrative onto the parents, stating they wouldn't release the phone when they knew. They told them they wanted to get a joint effort. No one's going to hand that phone over to them. They would be, to me, it would be idiotic. Everything that they have went through with this investigation, for them to hand such important information over to the hands of the people that have been handling this case incorrectly from the start, that would be just dumb. Mississippi has never had this much heat brought down on an investigation before. They thought this was going to be an open and shut case, especially in the beginning when they came out and stated there was no foul play right from the start and hadn't even had the examiner look at the body. But I'm going to say, in my opinion, that phone is the smoking gun. And they know this. Nolan Wells' case is about to bust wide open. What do you guys think? Why all of a sudden the shift of the narrative? Why no longer talking about the CETO call? And in my opinion, they need to be talking about the GPS from Bart's boat. Everybody seems to be disregarding that. That too is a valid point, since he want to claim he told them. If you told them, why are y'all hiding the GPS extractions that you signed over the rights? There's so much in this case that can bust it wide open, and I understand why Ben Crump them are just being quiet, because there's a smoking gun in Nolan Wells' case, and it's about to pop. Drop down in the comments how you feel about this new narrative that the DA and Brandon Tatum and all of them are trying to switch in the Nolan Wells case. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be alerted the next time I upload a new video.